Hi everyone, we're sitting here in Elmsford. Devin and Patricia are the two merchants that are responsible for the Two's Company introduction, and we are excited and have heard you and are working hard to bring you some great eye candy and gift product for the fall season for Two's Company. So it's that time of year again when we're out, and I think entertaining is really an important part of the fourth quarter and the giftables, and I think we have some great things for you. So we're going to jump right into the product, and you guys chime in any place where I may have missed something. So one of the focuses this time was entertaining and wine and cheese, and so we updated and brought you some new things. And we did an apron once before on burlap, and it did really well. And so we said, how can we update and expand on this grouping? And so we did that by changing the art, changing some of the fabric feeling on it, and adding the red border, giving it a little more life to it and pop. So this is going to be assorted two different designs. So we have the apron here, and thank God our friend here. Do we have a name for our friend? Okay, so it has a great pocket here, and what I love is the corkscrew pocket, and so that's here. But I have a feeling a lot of people are probably going to be putting their cell phones in here. But we'll find out what people, how they use it. But that's an added element that just differentiates our aprons from someone else. The material is really nice and soft. This is a, what type? It's a cotton canvas, but it really has such an interesting, hopefully Z, you got close up and got a feeling of the texture of the material.
You know, we do sell quite a few restaurants, and I can see the whole entire wait staff wearing that.
Yeah, this is a beautiful, and so this comes assorted actually with this design, okay? And this is a pre-production, and it's not correct. We're taking the red out of, they put the red in there by mistake. And so it's actually a collection of labels. Not labels, actually crates. Oh. So most wine crates, that wooden crates, will have the vineyard's name and some insignia on it. And so we created here a collage of different crate and arts and names. So for all what a great entertaining gift, to gift an apron along with a bottle of wine or cheese or whatever else you do. So we have that item here, and then on the table here we have a set of 6 coasters, okay, and these are just great and simple, folded and sewn there. And then we did dish towels here. Okay, so we have 3 SKUs here. They're all assorted. The same thing. These all have a little a hook on the back so you can hang them up. Okay, I usually put mine on the oven rail, and so that's an enhancement and just a graphic that helps bring together our wine and cheese grouping. The next item I want to talk about are these boards. Now, in a sense, these look like cutting boards, but to tell you the truth, I even go to restaurants now, and what they're doing is they're using wood and slate to serve on. And so this is more of a serving board than an actual cutting board. I mean, you may serve cheese here, you may serve other foods and fruits. And so we love these because they have a very graphic look to them. And I actually could see a wall in a kitchen. I'm hoping Mark at the show will possibly use this as a background. Just a bunch of these just hanging up as an object. They have a great copper finish, metal top on them, and they're meant to look. The concept here was taking part of a barrel, a wine barrel, and somehow converting it into the kitchen. The copper element is very French. In history, I mean, the French pans are still sought after in the antique markets, where they'll have pots and pans all made out of copper. I'm not sure if people really use them anymore, and they're very decorative. And this is what type of wood do we have here?
That's a mango wood.
This is a mango wood, and it's done in pieces here and put together. And on the back, just so you can see the construction, this is a long piece of wood in a different direction, really to help hold it together. Okay, so this makes a great set. You can sew it as a set or break it up, and they make great serving boards as it goes. Here, we've done very well with the category of using marble and granite and different stones, and creating a gift set. So this is a gift set. We're doing it in 2 colorings, white with gold, and the black, is this marble or granite? Okay, marble with the silver. And I love the detail, okay, of the grape leaf on the cheese knife. Okay, and what a great little bar cutting board as well that you can use. The next item I have here, in the past we have done a variety of wine sacks, and what I think is really a great selling point to remind people are that these are reusable. Okay, so by using the jute bag as opposed to paper, these end up being something reusable where you can continue the trail of gifting. Okay, so if you get a gift in our beautiful wine bag with a great motif on it, you can then pass it on and gift it when you go into the wine store and give it to the next your next friend that you're going to dinner at. Okay, notice the fringe on the top. You know, this will continue to become prettier and will continue to come out, and the fringe will evolve over time. That's part of the design. We wanted to have it a very free form and natural feeling to it. So this is in a sense a more organic type of gift, and neutrals are becoming very, very important, and it really ties in beautifully into our whole wine and cheese story. Just some other elements. This is a wood veneer, okay, that we've printed on, and we took 3 of our favorite pieces of art insignia and reproduced them here on a simple votive. Okay, and these can be used for flowers as well as candles, and or you can actually do carrot sticks. And here I can just take one over here, Z, and I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to either do flowers or do carrot sticks or celery sticks and breadsticks and things, and serve it along here, you know, as a food item. So there are different ways you can use, you know, all the different items, elements that we have here. The next item here is just such a fantastic gift, and really what makes this is the gift box, and you guys have done this category very well, and our product team has done it very well too. It's showing you right here. And this is a giftable set, okay, where this is a mock-up for the gift box here. I'm just looking it up, so I'm not going to open it, but these sit beautifully inside. So in the store they lift it off. I think there was an acetate cover, and the spreader is sitting right here, and then the cutting board is there. So this is corks. So we created this artwork we bought, I don't know, 1,000 old corks, and we put them together here, photographed it, and created a great piece of art. You know, for you from, you know, used corks. No, we did not drink all of the wine that this came from. The next item I want to talk about, here's another serving board, okay? And for all you horse lovers that were watching the Kentucky Derby and are on to the Belmont's next in a couple of weeks. Okay, and so we created horseshoes here that out of aluminum, and put them on a beautiful, is this shisham or mango? Mango wood board, okay. And you know, this is a board that's finished with a veneer, but I'm sure if you begin to cut, it's going to destroy the surface. So if you use this as a serving piece, it's great. If you use this as a cutting piece, you will begin to show wear. I actually think the wear shows some age and integrity and use, and I like that, but I just want you to be aware that this is not you know, an everyday cutting board. It could be, it's wood, but you will not maintain the finish, so that's just something to note. On another board here, this is a great gift-giving category, and that's why we've expanded on it in several different options for you. This is a cheese knife with a wood handle here again, and accented with a B. And so here we have it again. This is a B, right? Yes. Okay. I have to check my my insect book. Anyway, and so this board here, this board comes with on the back the sponge dots that they sit on the table nicely. okay, and here you have a great gift as well. So a couple different boards and things, and they're great giftables. The next item here is a coaster for a wine bottle, and each of these has a different saying. So these saying coasters, this one says, "Every empty bottle is filled with stories." This is "Friends like wine get better with age." So each of these has a saying, and then they all hold. They're very large. They're 5 to 6 inches in diameter, and so they'll hold larger bottles, all different size bottles. And so I'll just hold this here for you so you can get a feeling of the size. They come with a nice, simple felt back with the saying on it. With our these are different than the ones that we did that hold glasses. Okay, and so these are really full-size coasters. They could even hold a candle. They're certainly a 4-inch. They're all different size pillars these days. And so we're really excited about this category. If you like the category, that shows words on it or different things, we can certainly expand on it. But we'll wait to see how you and your customers like that. Another great giftable here. This is a set of 3 cheese markers, and these look wonderful. With the cheese stuck in. They come as a set. And they come with a pen, so you can write on it, and you erase off it. These are made out of porcelain, okay, and they're glazed on the front, so that's why you can write on them. And again, another great gift to bring when you're entertaining with someone. The last item that I wanted to show you are the hand soaps, and we thought it would be really fun to do soaps that had a fragrance that's really nice, but we're going to remind you of a wine, of a grape. And so we did a Merlot and oak, and we did a Chardonnay and apple, and I think it would be great if they can smell those scents.
Okay? And they will. Yeah.
And they will. So you guys are going to have samples on that, and so you really have all of the tools to be able to sell that. And the last item that we have for you, hopefully many of you cook or reference things in the kitchen, and so here we have an iPad holder. This is made out of a wood that has a rough, finish, a whitewash finish to it, and it holds the iPad Air. Does it hold the other one?
Regular iPad.
This is the regular. Okay, so it holds both the iPad and the iPad Air. The back is simple. It has an easel on it. So I'll just give you guys a feeling about it. You know the size. It's the size of the iPad or the iPad Air.
Or any tablet, actually.
Yep, a tablet.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Sorry, Samsung and anyone else out there. It will hold it in either direction that you like to see, and I think it's certainly the next best thing to a recipe book holder. And I must tell you that this company started its business. We started in the inflatable business, but when we came out with acrylics, Lucite products, it was our 2nd generation product line. Our first item was a recipe book holder that's still seen somewhere, made out of acrylic, and it was just a bent piece of acrylic, and you put the recipe book there, and the acrylic protected it from the splashing. Well, this is a rendition of that, and I just think about our beginnings in having a recipe holder, and this one's different with an iPad. So, in any event, we think it's something that most people don't have, and they would really run to and really be excited about using. So, is this going to have a paper printed showing how it's used and stuff?
It inserts. You can see
An insert. Okay, so this is actually going to have either a picture or an explanation right there, so when it goes to the stores, instantly you'll know that it's a new concept. We're going to take a break and be back. So that's the Butler's Pantry. Hooray! Great job, and lots of great things here for you.